or is it 66? And the update is from my office. So this is my new table, and this is my personal laptop. I have another one and another one, and this is where I am now working, because the sofa became, I don't want to say old now, but after 1, 2, 3 months working on it, it did become old, in a sense that my back doesn't like it anymore. Probably too much of soft comfort for the back is not good. It does need like better support, and I think the table was something that I was missing the most, you know, having place to put the mouse, having like place to put other things that you have, cup of tea, bottle of water, and also having pretty accessories like that. This rose, by the way, is from our garden. My partner got me a rose bush, which was like kind of stem of a rose on International Women's Day this year, and now it actually is blossoming. It has this one flower and it has another full buds and one more blossom. So actually, it's actually wow. I never thought I would succeed in growing anything, because life things apart from one orchid, because it was not the strength of mine simply, but now it looks like I'm not that bad, or it could be something to do that I'm not doing it on my own. And you know, when you have a teamwork and you have 2 people taking care of something, it's completely different feel, and you know, like it's completely different sense of responsibility. It's like a co-responsibility, it's like a group responsibility. So I feel now, well, now it's morning time that I'm recording this, and I feel better. Earlier I felt some nervousness and anxiety because there were some pages where I should have had access to, but I wasn't able to access. I had access yesterday, and I wanted to set up some things in my website, and I wanted to get things from place A and get it to place B, and then I suddenly don't have access. And you know, like sometimes when you have blocks along something that you want to do, you start to doubt it. I start to doubt it. I kind of start to think, okay, am I supposed to do this if I run into these blocks, or is it my own resistance? And then again, if it's my own resistance, does it mean that there is something that I am not addressing? Because resistance can only happen if there is some inner conflict. It's not that complicated as it sounds. So for example, inner conflict is like the same as human conflict. One person wants to do A, and other person doesn't want to do A because for whatever the reason they think A is not in the benefit of the other person. So inner conflict is, let's say I want to do A, I want to do the setup on my website, one of the pages, and one part of me maybe thinks that it's not the best idea because of something which I haven't really put my finger on yet completely. Well, maybe actually my resistance is coming from the fear of commitment. I have a fear, subconscious fear, that if I'm committing myself to something, there will be no time to do anything else. So there is this kind of like all or nothing type of approach about commitment. So I'm talking mainly about commitment, you know, to some projects. So I think what needs to happen, I need to internalize understanding and knowledge that if I commit myself to one thing, it doesn't have to be exclusive. I can have other things that I commit myself to, as long as I have time. And I think time is my fear, because I very often feel like I run out of time. Now, this is what you're witnessing right now is self-analysis. Why do I run out of time? I run out of time because prioritization. So I think I have things A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I think that I need to do all A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So basically, what I need to do is reconfirm and evaluate and really kind of look into my values. So basically, what is most important to me, because I know people who get very clear about their values, they don't really have time to ponder on which thing to do, because the priorities become very clear. So okay, so I guess this is what I need to do. Also, I think when I feel this kind of stress and pressure as well, I feel like the place that is affected the most, physical place, is my tummy. So I actually was feeling some sense of unease in my tummy, and I didn't eat anything, which means it's psychosomatic. So my body is very sensitive to energies and to moods and to anything that is going on, so that's no surprise there. So once I connected to the energy in my tummy, I got basically insight that it's to do with creativity, me suppressing my creativity, so when I do things, sometimes I choose to do things, or let's say not sometimes, quite often, I choose to do things that has to be done. And sometimes it's not the creative things, sometimes it's the mundane things. Oftentimes it's mundane things, and the creativity, the creative bit, often gets left behind and deprioritized. So I think that's the message I was getting. Basically, start creating and express yourself through creativity, and this energy will have a place to go. Yeah, so my mood right now, I say, is, well, 6.5, 7. Still about to eat my breakfast. I actually was feeling a little bit lonely today and isolated this morning. I think connection with people and, like interacting with people and getting responses from people is very important to me, and when that doesn't happen, sometimes I kind of go a little bit into feeling lonely type of mood. But now I'm okay. So yeah, have a nice day. If you feel lonely, call a friend or acquaintance or somebody. It always helps. And connect to yourself. I think what happened with me today is I was like, okay, I need to listen to me. I need to listen to what's going on. So thank you for watching, and have a beautiful rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Bye.